Okay, welcome back to the Unbuttoned Podcast. We just spent 20 minutes talking about this top that I'm wearing. I have never seen this ever.
She is photographed wearing it, and she bought it.
Yeah, I do the buying, but I've never seen this. And I just asked them if this was an April Fool's joke. I still stand by that. So I've never seen this. But if you're looking for a cute crop sweatshirt, we've got one.
We always have one.
Yeah, but not this one. Okay, so today we are gonna talk about. I got this idea from a movie, is where I was going to say, but I haven't
what we were
seen
talking
the
about
movie.
there for a second.
So did I. Because it came from a movie. I saw this trend online. Apparently on Netflix, there's a movie called Life List, and I want to watch it.
You always, the first time you said this, I thought this is what you said too. It keeps making, you're not enunciating the T. It sounds lifeless, like you're dead.
Life List.
Yes.
I have a problem enunciating. Hence why I sound like I have a lisp on here.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I did just kind of sound like I had a lisp. Maybe we need to enunciate our S's a little more.
Yeah.
Because
But I never want to be those
sounded
people who's like,
yeah, I know, but I'd rather that than sound like I have a lisp.
yeah, last week we listened to the
very nice
podcast
of
and
me
we
to
were
say
like,
that,
whoa. It's fine if you do, but like
Yeah,
we
don't.
or maybe we do.
Maybe we do.
And we're
I
just
don't
learning
know.
about ourselves. But
Yeah.
anyways, there's this movie out called Life List. And I haven't seen it yet, but I saw some video about how it's this person makes a list about all the things they want to do in their life, aka bucket list,
Mhm.
but more realistic. So I was like, we should make a life list. Now I'm like sitting here
Yeah,
thinking
that's so
maybe I
true,
should have
though.
watched the movie first before we do this, because maybe we're gonna watch the movie and people are like, that's not what it's about at all. So
would
anyways,
be
maybe I'll try
great.
to watch that tonight. But
And that would be something we would do.
yeah, but we're making a life list based off of just, it can be everyday things, it can be big things, small things, about things that we would want to do
In our life.
in our life, in the rest of our life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want everybody to know that we named a few, and Elizabeth's like, I've done that. I've done that.
I have done a lot of things that are on these bucket lists.
Got it.
I've
She's
lived a
cultured, she
way cooler life than you have.
I'm sure you have. Tell me your definition of cool.
I'm kidding.
I'm just joking. Okay.
No,
so-
I think it's just actually that I've done a lot of stupid shit.
No, I think it's just that, yeah,
Like
okay.
skydiving and like that kind of stuff.
You've done stuff that like I don't have a desire for.
Yeah.
She's like, you've never been scuba diving? I'm like, no, I don't want to breathe out of a tube underwater with shark. Like, that's no thanks. I'll snorkel.
No, it's just like those things that are like on these lists because they're like,
because people
you
think they're cool, but
know-
like that doesn't make them cool.
or they're like things that you don't have many opportunities to do. Like we can't scuba dive in Ohio.
I'm
So it's
glad.
like,
I don't
it
care.
seems like
now,
a cool
swim
thing
with
to do.
dolphins, I'd want to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like scuba dive, I'm like,
Also, some people like to do things that they're
Totally.
like kind of freaked out about.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I just mean like, I
Like,
don't
do you
really
have
care
a
about
fear
that.
of sharks, and that's why
Yeah,
you want to
kind
do it?
of,
Well,
a little
maybe you
bit. Like,
should
I don't
go
need-
scuba diving.
And I'm
then.
just like, I don't need to get eaten by a shark. Like, that's not my way of going out, you know? Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
be the girl in the news who got eaten by the shark. No, thanks.
Oh, I think it sounds like
I'll
fun.
stay ashore. I know, I'm good.
I want to go out in a way that everybody knows it was badass.
Not a shark. I'll think of a lot more badass ways than getting eaten by a shark. That sounds
I think that's kinda
grueling. Okay, so you just want to get like decapitated by a shark.
No, I don't want to be. But
you just said
I
I
disagree.
want to go out in a way like that.
No, but I disagree that like I mean it would be kind of a cool way to go out if you're going out. You know,
No.
pretty much instant.
That's okay. We think very differently because I don't think that's a cool way to go out. Pass.
I think it's kind of cool.
Okay. Okay, so let's just start.
I'd be all over the news.
My due date with my second was New Year's Day, and I said to my husband, I'm like, I do not want to be that girl in the news who's like, she had the midnight baby.
Okay, that's different.
like absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't even think they do that, but like that was my
Yeah.
first thought when they told me the due date. I was
I
like,
think
no.
they do it on the Today Show still. Like they like show pictures of babies born on New Year's.
Okay.
I
Thanks.
think.
Okay. Anyways, do you want to go first with the one on your list?
Sure.
Okay.
Do we want to start deep or surface level?
I'm going to be honest. I just wrote these. I don't have categories.
I did too, but it's a lot of pressure to do the first one.
What's more pressure is having to read through my 2-page list to find the
Yeah, I
category
know.
you're speaking on.
Just
It's okay. Let it.
I would love to go on a hot air balloon ride somewhere.
Okay.
That's like something I've always wanted to do. Preferably in a place like Napa, but I'll
That'd be
take it
cool.
wherever.
That'd be cool.
Like in a really cool place, I think it could be
I
really,
would
really
do it
fun.
in a cool place like that. If somebody's like, hey, you want to go up in a hot air balloon in my backyard here. I'm like, no.
I feel like if one of my kids said that, I would be like, sure.
I would do it for my kids.
Yeah.
But do I have the desire to want to just like float up above some farm fields? I'm good.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool
but like
to do
a
it
cool
in Napa.
place, sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just take like a helicopter ride, like where you can view, you know, like do I need to be in this hot air balloon?
No, I think that's the cool part about it.
I'm going to be honest, I'd probably be sweating out the wazoo, just freaking out a little bit.
Really?
I think that it would just make me a little uncomfortable.
I think so too, but like in
I
an
would do
adrenaline-y way.
I would do it, but it would make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I can't say I'd be seeking it out.
Yeah. I think I kind of want to seek it out. Like I like really want to do that.
With age, heights have become something that I'm scared of, and I was never like that growing up.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the more and more I just like I'm so panicky about heights, and I don't know why.
That's
it
weird.
didn't stem from anywhere.
I feel like I'm definitely a little more like uneasy with heights than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I
even
freaking
sitting on a
jumped
ladder,
out of
I
a
like
plane.
freaked out.
Yeah, like I don't think I could skydive now. I think it's more so just like we have so many more responsibilities now. So like,
Okay, I thought maybe that was it, so I thought into that, but it's not. Like, I mean, that definitely does play a role,
like you
but like
feel like
I just
danger.
genuinely, when I get up there, start to panic.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not like that. I'm not.
And
really
it's not
afraid
because
of
I'm like,
heights.
oh, I could fall and break my clavicle, and like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just like freak out.
that's funny. It just makes you anxious.
Yeah, and I don't know why. But
Yeah.
anyways, okay.
I do understand people who have a serious fear of heights, though. Like I can understand why it's scary.
Mine's really only if I can like see it. Like I don't mind going on an airplane. Like I'm fine because I'm not like
but
looking
if you're like
down.
standing on the edge of something,
Yeah, I'm like queasy.
yeah. I don't really get that,
And I don't
but
know
I
why.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one of mine. This is a simple one, but let myself rest without having to quote unquote earn it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the older we get, you know, there's so much going on that I feel like it would have to be like a special event day where I'd be like,
Yeah.
I have to earn it. Like I know that sounds silly, but
No, it doesn't at all. I think so. I just posted about that over the weekend, like how I used to feel like guilty about ever like truly just resting.
right.
And so many people responded and were like, oh my God, I so relate to this. I don't know what it is. It's like, I think just maybe because like we have come into having real jobs in a time where the hustle culture was like so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so like our brains think like if we're not being uber productive, we should feel bad about it. But it actually is productive at times.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it is. I think maybe also because I'm like a doer, like I'm always just like doing something.
Totally.
That it's hard for me to rest. So then I feel like when I am, I like need an excuse or a, you know.
Like I mean, my dad is like that. So like he cannot sit still and rest. So I think that has something to do with it too, just because that's like kind of what we were raised around.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I'm really getting better about that. I think just truly I've reached a point where I do not have the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just can't.
I go through like ebbs and flows with it where I'm like good about it. Where I'll be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then times when I'm like, oh my God, you should be doing something right now.
Right.
But
yeah.
anyways, that goes along with another one on my list really quick of letting go of guilt over anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person who...
you have a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gotten better though.
I have improved immensely, but I do feel like I'm just anything.
Pat yourself on the back.
Mrs. Dictionary over here.
No, you have though.
But I do feel like that's something, any decision I make, anything I say, do, I feel some type of guilt over because I never want it to
That's actually funny you say that because I feel like you don't do that anymore. Like compared to when we first started working
internally
together.
I do. I think that
You've
it's
learned to
hard.
work through it a little bit.
Yeah, but it's hard because I am a very outspoken person and I'll say whatever comes to my mind off the cusp. But I think that that's part of it because I just say whatever I want and then I just feel so much guilt over it.
And then you feel like bad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Those go hand in hand. I feel like you've gotten better about that too. Like taking a minute to like process for a second.
Yeah.
I feel like the guilt thing never really goes away. But I feel like, I think we've both come a long way on that.
You know?
I feel like it's honestly just pressure. Like,
no, that it is. I just
know,
mean like,
we just have so many pressures all the time to be like perfect in every aspect of life.
That's so true.
I feel like that is really where it stems from.
Probably right. Okay, tell us another New Year's.
I really want to take Peter Joseph, my oldest, to New York City because he's talked about it
that'd be
since he was like
fun.
2. He had this like kind of fascination for a minute with the Statue of Liberty.
Cute.
And he just like has brought it up consistently since then. And
That's so
I just
cute. You
really
should
want to
do
plan
it.
that.
Oh,
I
he
know.
would love that.
I know. I really want to do it like either just me and him or me and Peter and him, but not with the like a solo trip with like for him.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
And I honestly think he would have so much fun there and we would have so much fun together.
Yeah.
I've never been there with one of my kids. I've been there a million times, but I think it would be fun to do like the kid exciting things.
I'm excited for my kids to get a little bit older to be able to do stuff like that.
Travel in general as they get older, I feel like we'll get more and more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Yeah.
My kids are decent at travel, but the older they get, the better they get.
Yeah, because like Peter Joseph, he's 11. He's in 5th grade. He's like becoming like more of a friend to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we actually hang out and like talk about things that are like we both have interest in now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that gets really fun too, like to travel.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely want to do that. Okay, what about you?
I was trying to see if I had. I mean, I know I have a travel one somewhere in here, but I'm not finding it off the top of my head. This is
I have like so many travel ones. That's like my whole list.
I tried to. I know.
Avoid that.
Yes, only because I'm like that. Was
We
just
could
the
do that all
natural,
day.
Yeah, I could do that all day. Of course, I want to see every country, every monument, every like.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to do that. I was trying to think of like random ones that like I would say to myself like, oh, if only I had more time.
Yeah.
Like this one. Finally organize my camera roll. Delete,
Oh my gosh.
rearrange, get
I
rid of
put on mine,
screenshots.
go back and like make printed photo albums. Like I really want to do that at some point.
I do have some, and then every once in a while, I'll just print off a bunch of pictures. I have them in a bin that I need to go through and put the more updated ones in. But I do
see.
that.
I ever since having like our phones, like I don't ever print pictures anymore, and I really want to do that so that we have like physical.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah, I
photo
do print a
books.
decent amount of pictures.
Yeah. Man, you do? I never do that.
But I really like a photograph.
I want to get that app. Have you seen that app where it like every month like prompts you to add your month's photos?
I did that for a while.
You did?
Yeah, but
I
they're
should
like
do
small
that.
and there's a lot of them. So I kind of like stopped because I was like, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah, it does have to get to be a lot.
Yeah, like we had, I mean, rows and rows. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we moved it, water spilled on part of them, and I was so distraught. Yeah.
Oh my God. That would
But
be
anyways.
terrible. Okay,
I do print a decent amount, but yeah, I want to organize my camera roll.
I
That
need
sounds
to do that
crazy, but
too.
I have like so many things I could delete. I want to
my
organize
God.
them better. Going along with camera roll, I was laying in bed thinking about this last night. I need to get an external hard drive and put all my photos on
I
there.
know. I stress about that sometimes.
Me
'cause
too.
God for freaking bid, especially because I haven't printed them in years.
Right.
Like if I were to lose all my photos, I would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a silly little one.
I would really love someday to create our own cocoa line that we design from start to finish and just learn that entire process. I really want to make that happen someday.
Like our own clothing line, you mean?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I kind of put grow cocoa to be more widely known, but also never lose the realness of it.
Yeah. Agreed. For sure.
But yeah, the clothing line would be cool. What name something you would design? Like you want to be the designer of it, or?
Well, I feel like in my mind, I always envision us having like kind of these like core basics, you know, that like
this shirt that I didn't know we had?
Yes. Like a good fitting pair of leggings, a good white t-shirt, you know, like those things, but actually get to like take it to a manufacturer and be like, this is what we want to make and it have like our name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. And I honestly just don't know a lot about like that side of things because we work directly with vendors to source our items, but we don't ever really do much of the like design, manufacture, look at fabrics, all that kind
and
of
a
stuff.
lot of that when we have looked into it is because
it's a whole different
it's a whole different world,
Yeah.
and like in order to do like small quantities of something in that way is just ridiculous.
Exactly. But we'll get there. And I think that will be really fun.
Okay, I don't know if I could actually do this one, which is kind of actually sad and sick, but go an entire week without any social media. None.
You could.
No social media, no phone, like off the grid.
Well, I couldn't do that because of my job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
because
wouldn't that be cool?
Still, yeah. I think it would be amazing.
I mean, obviously, I'd want to be like reachable for my kids and my husband, but like I want to be.
Yeah. I know sometimes that
mainly
aspect
because
of this job kind of sucks because we are on social media so much.
Totally. But that goes along with another one I had on here, going a whole week, mainly because I'm not good at, it's going to sound weird because I love alone time, but I'm not good at being alone in the sense of like, I love alone time when I want it for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But then when it's not, I want to be like chit-chatting or talking, or I'll call my sister, I'll call my mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good at just like silence.
Yeah. So what is it that makes you want to be off of it for a week? Like, do you feel like it impacts you like in a way that you don't like, or like I'm just trying to think like
a couple reasons. One, sometimes I question like, not if it like, it basically be going back to like how when we were younger, like, what did we do all day? Like, what do we do with our time? What do we do? Do we actually do other things that maybe we like would enjoy but we don't make time for?
Yeah,
Did
and like
we
see what your time is like with your kids without the distraction of it and that kind of thing? Yeah.
And like,
I get that.
I don't know, just like it would be interesting to see without being in constant, even like helpful things. Like, you know, you get caught up in like, I was reading this about this or this.
Right,
or that. Like,
right.
Just, I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
Just like detaching your mind a little bit from it.
Like, have you ever just thought to yourself, like, what if I moved to a whole different state for a week, didn't know a single soul, they didn't know me, I didn't have a phone? Like,
I think that would be so fun.
He's so crazy.
Yeah. I actually put that on my list. Take a solo trip all by myself. I think it would be hard, but like
That'd be
in
really
a
hard for
great
me.
way.
That would be really hard for me.
See,
While I can
don't
talk
think it
to
would
anyone, it'd be
that
really hard for me.
Just being alone.
Yeah. I think that I would begin to like spiral a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I could do it though. I mean, I wouldn't want to go for like a long time, but like a few days, like completely by myself. I love that idea.
Yeah, you should do it. I would love to get to the point where I'd want to do that, but that just doesn't sound that appealing to me.
I would only do it if it was like a really cool place though. Like I wouldn't just go to like Indianapolis just to go by myself.
Okay, that's
you
what
know
I was
what
gonna
I
say.
mean?
Can you clarify? Like, are you talking like a spa weekend by yourself? Because I could do that. But are you talking
that
like
sounds great.
Go on solo hikes in Sedona for a
mean,
week?
I think that sounds pretty cool.
See, I'd want to like talk to someone up the mountain and like.
I don't know. I think it sounds like really peaceful.
I feel like I would have no teeth left because I'd be grinding the whole week thinking about all these things.
Wait, I just had a thought back to, with the social media thing. I just like was kind of having this realization that I really feel like anymore it's become such a work thing for me. Like I don't really get like on my personal page and just like scroll that much anymore.
I do it every single night.
I know. I don't really do that much anymore
all the time.
But it's
they're
because
funny.
No, totally.
Like I like it. And then maybe it's just because it's like mindless time to myself that like I can just I don't know what it is.
I feel like
just, of course it just serves you up what you want to see and it like sucks you in.
I mean, I feel like I definitely do that like when we're all sending like stuff back and forth.
Do you? Because you usually don't answer.
Well, honestly, if I'm not answering, it's because I'm like on there making something for our page. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, if I'm on it, I feel like I'm usually working. So it's kind of easy for me to turn it off.
Must be nice.
Not really. I mean, that I have to be on it all the time for work and not fun. No, it's still fun. No, I don't mean it like that at all. I just kind of had that realization. I'm like, man, I really look forward to like freaking turning my phone off at night because I feel like I'm just on it all freaking day for work. That I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Until you send me something funny. She sent me the other night this TikTok that said, comment your craziest Bravo conspiracies.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
The comments were so freaking epic.
So unhinged and but also
so good.
Good that I was like
the
wait.
conspiracies were like, oh, I bet that did happen with that housewife and nobody knows.
It was crazy. It was pretty good.
That I freaking scrolled for like an hour.
So did I.
Because it had me.
I was like, oh my God,
in.
Get out of this comment section. Yeah. But like, it was good.
I couldn't lose my spot once I went.
I know, same.
Yeah.
Like if I had to get out of it, I took a screenshot so I'd know where to go. That's sick. Okay. This is just like a ever evolving one, but I want to be good at trying not to like change my kids, rather just like support them always where they're at. Like I don't want to.
I feel like everybody can relate to that a little bit. Yeah.
But then I'm also like, I struggle because I'm like, but I also want them to be like good human beings.
Yeah.
And have this fulfilling life. And
but they're gonna have that instilled in them just from having
maybe.
you as a parent.
Yeah.
I do remember reading, I think it was like a Brené Brown quote.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you need to accept that your job as a parent is not to make them you, but to support them in being who they are.
Yeah, and that's really hard.
It
I feel
is
like
hard. I
when
remember
you really
reading
deeply
it and
think
being
about
like,
it, you're like, because I'm telling them what I
whoa.
think is like right and wrong.
Right.
I'm telling them what I think they should do. But
yeah. And the
is
older they
that-
get, the harder that gets.
Yeah, I can see that. Because I think there's a fine line with like, obviously as their parent, your job is to like try to keep them safe and protect them and teach them. So I think that
Totally.
like there needs to be some of that, but also like, I don't want to stifle them.
Oh, I know. It's kind of like complex when you think about it.
No, truly.
I mean, even down to like religion and all the things that like we're
Like,
raising our kids to like
yeah.
think.
Totally.
Yeah.
That goes along with another one I wrote down. See my kids do something that makes me sit back and in my mind say like, oh, I did something right. This is so cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like they do stuff like that where I'm like, oh.
Totally.
But like, I'm just envisioning them being older and like
I
me
know.
like from the outside looking in at their life being like, wow.
Yeah.
That's what I always hope for them.
You will.
Yeah.
You will.
Which is cool.
I would like to learn, and by that I mean find time to be a better cook and like cook more.
Okay. I'd like to get a chef, but.
Yeah, same. But I do think cooking can be fun,
Yeah,
but
it
you
can be
got to like
fun.
kind of know what you're doing.
It can be fun sometimes.
Yeah. But I just don't have the time.
I want to like take a cooking class and like learn how to make sushi.
Yeah.
Like something fun, but like.
I would like to be more consistent with it at home. We suck.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I just kind of owned it though.
Yeah.
Okay, this one would be really fun. Have a main character day where like everything's for the plot. Like, you know how you make decisions being like, no, I shouldn't do that because this or that. Or
like almost like you're in a Housewives episode or something?
like, okay, let's say you go on a girls trip and you're like, well,
Yeah.
really, we're going to do that because it's for the plot. Like, as if you're in a movie.
Right. Like
live a
kind of
day
like how
you're in a
Housewives
movie.
is.
Yeah, like where you do it for the plot.
know what's going to
You
go
know that
down.
like this shit's going to probably go awry, but like
so and so are
do it for
both
the
going to be
plot.
there, so it's going to be like a
Yeah,
whole
but like
thing.
you're going to go because it's a story.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have a main character energy day where, like, that goes along with another one where I want a day full of yes. Like, I have to say yes to everything, and there's not a choice. Because there's things that I would say no to, because I'd be like, no, I'm not going to do that. But, like, if I had to say yes, what would the day look like? And, like,
I feel like it depends on if you're with your kids or if you're, like, at work or you're with your husband.
I'm talking in a fun way, though.
Yeah.
I'm talking in a fun way, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, yeah, I get that does depend. But I'm just,
definitely not doing that with my husband.
yeah, when you said husband, that's why I said, whoa, I'm talking about, like,
we will never
you'd be
have
like,
a yes
spend
day.
no money. Yes, I will. Do this, do that. Yeah, no, okay. No, I'm talking about main character day as in, like, you and your friends are making a movie. And
Yeah.
it's,
That's
we should
cute.
do that in Nashville next week. We have a main character energy day.
And we all are, like, in on the same plot.
The plot goes based on the day. Like, you got to do it for the plot. Like, somebody comes up with something, you're like, well, we have to say yes because it's for the plot.
Do you like role playing? Because it's feeling like it right now.
Okay, I'm not talking about role play. I'm talking about, okay, that's sick. I'm talking about, like,
Okay, that's it.
like, we go to Nashville and, like, maybe you, like, wouldn't be your thing to, like, ride a bull in the bar, but Sav's like, I know Sav really wants to do it. And you're like, okay, well, for the plot, we're all going to do it.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
just
I
fun
love
stuff.
that.
I'm not talking like,
yeah,
like I'm going to dress up as a maid and be like feathering your hotel room. I'm talking about like a yes plot
Feathering
day.
your
You know, I feel
hotel
like you
room.
weren't understanding. That was freaking me out a little bit.
You were freaking me out talking about doing it in Nashville. I'm like, so what are we
I
doing?
meant like, okay, so say that's like, say your thing is like, you were
like
saying
your
earlier,
magic thing.
yeah, like I want to go to that magic
Yeah.
show and we main character Tracy wants to do a wig day. Like we're gonna say yeah, we're gonna do a wig day. Like
Yeah.
fun things that like maybe we wouldn't do, but like if you're in a movie like that, you're that's
Okay.
plot energy,
Okay. All right.
not role playing.
So the plot.
Were you trying to role play?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the
Just
plot is just like something we agree on.
Yeah, my point was like it'd be like if you were to the out like you. Yeah, you're not understanding. Tracy, do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay, well,
I understand. I get it.
okay, so we're gonna do that sometime.
Yeah. I'm just trying to differentiate in my head how that's different from being like, we're going to go to a magic show.
Okay, because normally we'd like pick one thing the other day and be like, okay, well maybe we'll like go to brunch and then go to a bar. Okay, but like
Okay.
everybody picks like a fun part of the day and like, all right. Thank you. She just said, are we having a yes day? Basically like that, but I said a day that's like main character day. Like you have to do it for the plot. Like everybody picks something. It's like, it's for the plot. Like as if you were in a movie. You're not really in a movie,
But
but
do
like
we know what the plot is altogether?
the plot grows as the movie goes on. Thank
Got
you.
it.
Okay,
Got
she asked,
it.
are you
That's
talking about
what I
role
was
play?
asking.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was just.
She already
really
asked. She asked
confused.
Tracy earlier what cosplay was too. She's getting weird over here. Okay,
Okay, so we're basically just trying to be memorable.
like a yes day.
Yeah.
Like I'd
Okay.
say that like we wouldn't normally have because like
Okay.
we have all these responsibilities. I'm not saying like we're gonna go out
Yes,
and like
Dave tones it down for me a little in my brain.
yeah. I'll write you out of guidelines, I guess.
I need a marketing brief for that.
Yeah, I feel like that really got you. Okay, why don't you do?
Okay, let's see. I did travel solo. I would love to get back into dance. I danced like all my life up until college. And I
That'd
would
be
love
fun.
to
Maybe like
take
a-
a dance class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun. I mean, I don't know how to dance.
I know you would come with me. I just like I can't
Oh, I didn't
wrap
say I
my
would.
brain.
I
No,
just-
I'm looking at
oh,
her.
I was like, oh, I didn't say that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Tracy
Tracy
just-
said dance class on Broadway.
And my heart just sank because if you guys saw how rhythmically challenged I am, I would love that
We've
for
seen
you.
it.
I would sit front row and clap as loud as I could. But when we did that stupid Dallas Cowboys cheerleader dance, I was
You
sore
did
for days.
great.
And also, you
You
guys,
always
I
kicked at
actually
the
like,
wrong time,
I
though.
like did cheerleading for a year or two. It's like I'm not that challenged, but you guys made me look like I was.
I think you did great.
I didn't, but that's okay. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
One of mine, real simple. Keep a plant alive. You know, just a simple plant. I haven't kept a plant
Oh, I
alive
thought
yet.
you said a plan. I was
Oh,
like, you
plant.
kept a plan.
Plant. See, this is I'm not enunciating.
Yeah, you really can't keep a plant alive.
No, it's not my thing. This one's really weird, but wouldn't this be so fun to attend a masquerade ball?
Yeah, that would be
It'd
pretty
be
fun.
so fun. Like people don't have those type of like
We
things
should do
anymore.
that for New Year's one year. That'd be
Yeah.
really fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, but I'm picturing it like in a castle.
Oh, like I'm talking all out.
Yeah.
I'm talking like you're gonna come in a ball gown and like masquerade.
Wasn't there like a Gossip Girl
Yes.
episode? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm picturing. A bougie masquerade ball. That would be pretty cool. Do you do your makeup?
Yeah, but like but you can't like see your whole face because well, it depends what your mask looks like. I mean, you do
Yeah.
have to cover your face in some capacity. We'd have to look at the rules,
Yeah. I've never really thought about that
but it
before.
would be kind of fun. I mean, obviously, don't you think you'd know who it is or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. That makes me feel. I
I
started
know
to sweat
that
a little
does.
bit. Vita sweat just went down my
I
armpit.
definitely don't like that. I actually,
I kind of like it, but I kind of don't.
I kind of hate that at Halloween. Like going to a Halloween party and being like, "Oh, hey, who is that?" I hate
Okay,
that.
same, but that's because like I feel like I should know them. I'm like, oh, I should be able to tell their costume. This is like it's a known thing. You might not know who it is, so you're just like striking conversation with different people and like
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. The more I'm talking about, it, the more I'm like, I don't know. Would I feel comfy doing that?
I feel like you would not.
Yeah, no, mainly I just wanted an excuse to dress up really cool.
Yeah.
Like I just love to dress up and like.
yeah, I feel like you would be so uncomfy.
Yeah, the more I started thinking about that, the more I'm like, I would be parked in the ladies' room just
gritting your teeth and scrolling TikTok.
probably. But I just want to get dressed up. I want to have a ball.
Yeah, we know you like to role play.
Oh my God. I'm not the one who literally just asked what cosplay was and role play was. I don't do that.
Oh. Oh, I have a good one. I would love someday to have my own wine label. I think that would be so fun.
I'm
you know,
sorry.
it's actually really easy.
Just create the label. You're talking like wine.
Like a wine, but like really.
Are you going to get out there and crush the grapes and stuff? Or you're just saying,
No, it's actually really easy to do. When we went to Napa, our Uber
Here we
driver was
go.
telling us about it. You really just like you source the wine like wholesale, basically like how we source clothes wholesale. And then
Okay,
you
I thought
put-
you had to
yeah.
have like a vineyard.
No,
Well, that's boring. I'd want it to be like the full blown thing.
I think it would still be pretty cool. Like to
Why?
have your name on it and you have picked it and stuff. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Okay. If I was going to do it, I'd want it to be like.
I mean, you'd
where I
still go
could do,
through
like,
the process
tours
of,
and, like,
well, yeah,
wine
and you still
tastings,
would.
not
you,
like just like something random sitting on the shelf at Giant Eagle.
No, I know, but you would want to go through that whole process of like tasting them all and going to visit wineries, and then like you would still be able to go to the wine, like the vineyard that it came from.
I gotcha.
You know, you just don't have to do any of that work.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun.
It'd be
We
fun,
should make
but-
a cocoa wine.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be
No,
pretty
it's fair
fucking
time.
cool.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Well, now, would you pick a red or white?
Add it to the Probably white. I feel like white feels like summer,
Crisp.
which, yeah.
I'd pick
I
white.
mean, I love a red, but
I like red, but it stains my teeth too much. And so then I just feel self-conscious every time I'm drinking red outside my home.
I associate red with winter and white with like summer. So I feel like I would want it to be
better
summer.
vibes.
Yeah. Summer vibes for sure.
Okay, I would like to be more spontaneous in the fact that I don't realize I'm doing this, but I think that we all maybe unintentionally do this, but we almost like ask for permission from people. Like, not saying like, hey, can I do this? But like, you'll be like, hey, I was thinking about doing this. Like, what do you think? Like, you almost ask for permission without asking for permission, even just in like thoughts and feelings. And I'd love to be a little less like feeling like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Just do it with conviction.
Yeah, for sure.
All these words coming out.
I would love to get a horse.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking about this last night because I
This
saw
is like
something
a
on
dream
Facebook.
since I was like a very small child.
I saw something on Facebook where there was this horse barn that burned down in the middle of the night and like all these horses died, which is so sad.
That's awful.
However, all I kept thinking about is so when you own a horse and stuff, like you can never leave because where are you putting that horse?
Well, you don't have to do that. You just have somebody come feed it and shit, just like you would a dog.
Seems real expensive.
Yeah, but I mean,
and like, are you out there bucking a horse every day?
I would not get a horse until I could afford somebody to do some of the shit work. I fully own that. Like, I'm not getting one right now.
Okay, but say you even could like have somebody do the work. Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you really like what? How often would you really foresee yourself riding?
Maybe not riding, but I would like definitely go see it every night, like in the barn.
And do what?
Like, I just love them. I've just always loved them. I think that they're just like majestic creatures, and I think it's really cool.
I couldn't see myself just like going out to the barn, like petting its hooves, you know?
Oh, and I think that they're just like so pretty in your backyard to like look at.
So you're getting this to look at.
And I would definitely ride it. I can't say that I would ride it every day, but I would absolutely love to, and I would love for the
you
kids
and Peter
to
like riding off in the sunset on his horse.
No, he doesn't get one, just me.
Got it. What would you name it?
Oh, I have no idea. That would be. It would depend on like what color horse.
What would be your ideal color?
I don't know. I think a brown one.
Okay.
Like a solid brown.
Original. Okay. Now, would you like want your horse to be like a racing horse?
No.
Oh,
Just like
just for pure
he
entertainment.
can have a really nice life in my backyard, and we'll feed it well and love on it, just like a dog.
You know, if they like break their leg, you have to kill them. That's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, same with like other animals.
Not a dog. You can put a cast on that thing.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want a horse. I've never ridden a horse, but it feels like we wouldn't get
You've
along.
never ridden a horse?
No. I feel
in
like
your whole life?
No. And I have no desire to. I feel like our personalities would clash.
Oh my God.
I feel like that thing would buck me off the back so
No,
quick.
it wouldn't. You'd be buddies.
It
You
scares me
just
too much.
gotta find one that
And what's going to take off and
feels
then what?
like you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you've never ridden a horse. We're
No.
doing that. We're doing that.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I'd almost, dare I say, rather get a tattoo than ride a horse.
Really?
I like really kind of have a fear of riding a horse. I don't know why.
Really?
I just don't. I don't know. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my gosh. Even if it was like on the beach?
I'd watch
Like
them
at
run on the
sunset?
beach. Yeah, I'd watch them. I've seen beach horses.
No, I mean ride one
Oh.
on the beach. Oh my
Maybe.
gosh.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna make you do that at some point in time.
Okay.
Holding you to it.
Okay. I'll be sweating my bones off, freaking out.
You know, it doesn't have to be a fucking Clydesdale. It can be like a small one.
What's a Clydesdale?
Like a massive one, like the Budweiser
What,
ones.
I'm going to ride like a tiny pony, a donkey?
I mean, there are like smaller.
There's probably a weight limit to that.
No, I'm not talking a donkey, but there are like horses that aren't like so massive.
But if I'm going to go, I'm
think it
going
would be-
Clydesdale.
See that?
I'm
Like,
going
That even
Mustang.
makes me a little nervous.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that means.
Like if it was like huge, it would
Those
be
commercials
kind of
get me,
scary
though.
to what?
The Budweiser commercials,
They're
really
great.
sad and good. Okay, yeah. I was going to go on a tangent there.
Okay.
I would like to take a trip where I have no idea where I'm going. Like somebody like
I was
say
actually
there's
thinking
like a
about
group
that this
of people
morning.
and you like tell the person at the ticket desk. You're like, want to go somewhere cool. We don't want to know where we're going yet. Like purchase the tickets and put us at the gate. Like
yeah.
and have because you don't have time to make a plan.
Yeah.
Like that would just be so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be so
now that I
fun.
would do and think is I mean, don't send me to like Gary, Indiana, but
That's
like
what I was just gonna say. As long as
I would
it's
be
like,
very clear about like I want to go somewhere cool where I could like experience new things, and like I don't want to go somewhere that's just like every day.
yeah. And I think it would be really cool to like not really pack much of anything and make sure you're going somewhere where you can buy what you need. Like go shopping.
Yeah.
Like as long as you knew you were going somewhere. I mean, obviously you'd have to have a lot of money to be able to commit to doing that. But I think that would be really freaking fun too.
That would be fun. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that would be fun
So fun.
to do a trip like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's do
You would
that sometime.
freak out about not knowing what to pack.
No, I just pack a big bag and put like at least like 5 bathing suits, some workout stuff, some nice stuff. So I'd have like a little bit of reserve, and then I get there and hate it all,
Yeah.
and then I just force myself to buy something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still bring a big bag no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not going with like nothing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I would do it because if I went into it knowing like it was going to be a fun, spontaneous trip, fine.
Yeah, but God, how do you know where you're gonna stay?
Well, I don't know. It's part of it. Find
Yeah.
a hotel.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I
you
mean,
just
what? I'm
have
not-
to expect you're going somewhere awesome.
Let me clarify. I'm not asking to go to somewhere where like I'm gonna have to find a yurt and a sleeping bag. I'm saying somewhere cool.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, though. Like,
And maybe I would. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe the second time around. You know, first time let me warm up to the idea.
it would be kind of cool if it was to there and it was completely unexpected, and you were like, "Holy shit!" And then it ended up being
really
amazing.
fun.
Yeah,
See, I still stand by the idea. I think it'd be cool.
I agree. I think it would be really fun.
Going on with the trip, I would love to like go skinny dipping in like on like a really gorgeous beach. Like
Just butt ass.
Yeah, not with
Role
other people
play.
really watching me. I could be by myself, but I'm like, how freeing! You're just like swimming naked.
Are you gonna role play out there?
No, I don't even want anyone else to be there with me. I just want to
Oh,
be
you just want to be alone.
floating there by myself, naked, enjoying the sun, letting the rays hit me.
I like it.
That's all I want to be doing. I'm not saying like I want to be there like trumping along with my like saggy baggies floating in the wind. I'm just saying like I don't need people looking at me. I just want to like feel
yeah,
truly
free.
free. Like that's free. Just
Maybe
laying
you
naked in a
should.
crystal clear water by yourself, floating with the
Maybe
UV index
that's what
at 10.
you need to do. You need to scuba dive.
No,
naked.
I don't want to be down under there in the dark. No, I want to be surface where I can touch.
Can
floating.
see everything.
Yep.
You need to do it in the Bahamas because you can see every speck of everything. It's amazing. It's the
Yeah.
prettiest.
Although there was some places in Hawaii that we went to this like, private beach that was like so nice.
Just
Yeah.
so gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd do that. That made me
what
sound
else?
like I want to go to a new beach or something. I'm not saying that. I just meant like truly feel the feeling of like being
I
truly
think that
free.
would be so weird.
Me too. Because it's like obviously you're going to be looking.
Yeah, that's like the point, right?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, like
this
maybe
water?
you act like it's not the point, but it's kind of the point.
I think people do it to like get an even tan.
Really,
I don't know. That's why I do it.
I've never thought about it like that.
I kind of think it's
Because
gross. Like I don't want to be laying on the
just
beach
get a
and look over
fucking
at some random
ball
nasty
sack.
dude with some hairy ball sack in my face. Like, no, thank you. No, thank
Okay,
you.
that's our alarm.
I'm good. Okay, we had to set an alarm because we had to be home at a certain time. But anyways, that was a good life list.
It was.
If we feel like we have more, we can always make a part 2 later. But
Yeah. Yeah, I could keep going for a long time.
I was going to say I
but-
still have like a page left. So maybe we'll do a part 2. We'll see. But thank you for joining. As always, like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Yes.
And follow along next week.
Bye.
Thank you.